All right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the last match of the day. We are in the losers bracket of Group H, bringing you MHG and Kraken. That is going to allow us to at least see two more games here. One of these teams will be moving on, and the other one, well, their tournament will be over. MHG spawning here to the north, bringing Montana, Kremlin, Des Moines, Double Marseille, Howden, Leo, and Petro. A very, very cruiser-heavy lineup, fronted by only a single Gearing and a single Ragnar. What's Kraken, Zath?
Yeah, that's an interesting choice. All right, so Kraken is bringing a Conqueror, Kremlin, Goliath, Colbert, Napoli, Stalingrad, Gearing, Daring, and Marceau. Okay, a couple of things I want to unpack for a moment because I know these players. One, Androds is a bit of a Battleship prodigy. He's one of our Battleship mains for Kraken. That being said, in clan battles and other, I don't think I've ever seen him play Conqueror. So that's going to be interesting.
That's one way to look at it.
Yeah. Now, Special K, Daring, you and I both know he's quite the Destroyer prodigy.
K is an excellent Destroyer player.
Right? Hanger and Hatter doing cruiser things, fine, perfectly fine. And I'm curious now, look at the Colbert.
The Colbert is the one that I really wanted to talk about because that's the one that I'm scratching my head at going, okay, this is interesting. This we haven't seen much of.
Right?
Very
interesting.
A very aggressive play here from Seal. Quick speed boosted Marceau right into mid. He's going to grab it and then try to bail out of here. Try to tick up some early points for Kraken. See if they can tick out to an early lead. The rest of the team still headed into position. Now, I don't know if you've noticed this, Sath, but MHG is taking a much more direct line, bringing Marseille down the 4 line, another one down the 6 line. So they're going to have ships in position to cover these caps much quicker than Kraken is.
So, I mean, what they're going to do is they're going to shove those Marseilles right into those channels, right?
Yep.
So the channel between Charlie and Bravo. And then over on the A side, they're okay. So they're putting the Marseille in between Bravo and Alpha in that little spot. Okay. It can work. The question is, will Kraken be able to get onto those flanks? Oh, wait a minute. Warzone did not commit to that channel.
No, he's actually turning into B, and the other Marseille, that's Zulu, pushing up even farther than I expected him to. He's going to set up on this island here just in, looks like about E4, right on the edge of the A cap. Now, what's interesting is that he doesn't have radar, so if there's a destroyer out there, he'll have shots, but he can't spot the thing on his own. He's reliant on, who is this? This is Cobra's Petro over here on the 2-3 line for that spotting.
Well, so Zulu got detected, and he was shot at by Androds, and I think that's the reason why he ducked into that island. And now that he's there, he's kind of like, well, now what?
Yeah. Warzone's going to counter-flip the B cap, so those early point gains of Kraken amount to 42 points. In just a moment, MHG is going to be able to snag that cap, and they'll start ticking it up in return. Androd's hitting hammered here.
Yeah. I was just going to say that. He's being shot at by everything. He just got Dutch ovened even. So now he's being forced back. Seal detected as well now.
Well, he's opened fire on the Ragnar here, so it's kind of inevitable.
Sure. As the next set of Gun Leo airstrike comes in on Androds, he's going to turn and dodge most of this, I think. Decent hit.
Colbert beginning to try and farm Ancient Tangerines' Howden Liu, but this is going to depend on getting fires. The Howden does burn like a super cruiser, 60-second fire duration.
Also, it's dependent on Sharko keeping Tangerines lit.
Yes, the fire will help with that as long as he can keep fires on. But now Sharko just got radared by the Des Moines.
Yes, but here comes some torpedoes in on Tangerines. He's got Hydra up. He'll detect these torpedoes early.
He's fine.
I think he'll be okay.
Yep, he's totally fine.
What's going on with K at A? Look at this. K on the opposite end of a Petro.
Yep. Very interesting. Both ships detecting each other on Hydro as the Napoli position over here on the 1 line. In fact,
he's got AP
the Petro
loaded.
is. I was going to say the Petro is broadside. This AP should be catastrophic.
Beached. Oh, big hit there on Cobra.
Well, not as big as he wanted. I think he did get. I think he did get a Citadel, but early on here, 5 minutes in, this is a critical moment. They need to kill this Petro while they have the opportunity to do so.
That's right. K coming under Montana fire. Big hit on K.
Huge hit on K, and again, the Petro shrugging off most of that Napoli AP as the as the torpedoes from the gearing off to his port side coming in on diving Harrier.
Very interesting play here. Now, Harrier's going to have to find a way to make his turn. He already sees the Montanas coming. So he'll only take, what, one?
He's only going to take one of those. Better than anticipated, but Marseille
Have to
AP
make
coming
Inky,
in.
though.
Yeah, Marseille AP grabs a stern citadel.
It's not looking good for Harrier, let me tell you.
He hasn't smoked yet, and I think he's already in range of the Petro Hydro, which is down, but he may not know that. Petro radar going up. Petro radar going up. They want to bag this kill. They want to make sure they get this kill on Harrier because he's driven out here perhaps too aggressively.
But Harrier's out of the gun arc of the Montana now. So
and he wipes out the Petro. Big stern citadels right there on the Petro, and he bags the kill. A very high risk play, but he makes it. He converts the kill.
That's a clip moment right there, folks. What the heck was that? Finally, those shells connect. Finally.
Or Marseille AP coming in, but they can't get him over the island.
Island has invincible armor.
It does indeed. It's going to allow Kraken to finally pick up a cap. Well, and hold it for a little while. They did pick up B earlier, but they lost it. There we go. Now picking up and ticking up the A cap.
Meanwhile, over at the A side, Ascanir, we haven't seen it. The Colbert has lost most of his health. He must have gotten detected and shot at by somebody.
Could just be blind fire even. But he's raining hellfire down on the Ragnar and pushing him off to the north.
Yep. It's what you'd expect to see a Colbert do.
It's exactly why you bring one.
He's going to have to stay with the smoke, though, so he's a little bit limited there.
Ragnar popping his radar, trying to counter-spot Sharko. He does, since Sharko was the one spotting him.
That's right. That's right. But now we can see, here comes the Colbert shells on Onoki again.
Yep. It's a question of, can Sharko survive this radar? If he can, he'll still be incredibly low. More shells coming in. Sharko's going out.
Nope. Nope.
Not enough.
Nope.
They sold him. They sold the ship for the spotting on the Ragnar, which means that now they desperately need to convert this kill, but they can't. They can't see the Ragnar anymore.
Yeah, that's a bit of a mistake in my opinion. You don't just stop and try to reverse. You're going to have to try to dodge more.
Well, speaking of mistakes, why have they driven their Kremlin into the sea cap, Zath?
I'm noticing that too.
Colbert torpedoes? Are these Colbert torpedoes going in for him now? Oh, those are Ragnar. Those are gearing torpedoes looking for him.
Those were Sharkos.
Yeah. I don't like this play. I don't like this play at all.
Well, Jackaroni is not going to take the torpedoes. He's stopping. No. But you're right. He's still getting farmed.
He's never going to bag this cap.
But like the thing is, look at Curious Shadow coming in with the Des Moines. All right, there it is.
There's the radar.
Detected. So let's see if he will fold like paper.
With the AP coming in, this could be catastrophic for Ascanir, but so far, doing okay. The Kremlin salvo coming in, more AP. Okay, he's holding his own for the moment.
Yep. And Kremlin is at 4,000.
Kremlin's going out here in the next few seconds. It's only a matter of time for them to land enough shells.
500. There he goes. Now, the big question is, can Ascanir survive against Curious Shadow as Blappity takes out the Marseille on the other side of the map?
Ascanir now swapping to the AP and going all in on the Des Moines. He's got a heal. He's too far away from a heal. The Des Moines AP should finish him here. Almost.
Close.
They're gonna sell the Colbert, Zath.
Oh yeah.
And I think in exchange they're gonna trust Androds' AP to finish off the Des Moines, or even the HE, but here comes the AP.
No, nothing.
Oh, the Des Moines laughs it off. Wow. That 6-inch armor belt getting just enough of an angle, but now Androds can literally load the HE and waste him if he wants. Like,
oh yeah.
Conqueror's HE is good enough for that.
Meanwhile, look at B. Hanger going in with the Stalingrad grabbing the cap.
Yep. Leaving Zulu's Marseille in the dust. Seems like they've decided they're going to converge here on the survivors of the sea cap. The Ragnar is low. Yeah. The Des Moines should probably go out here in just a little bit as Androds gets his HE around.
Yep. Memes in the gearing is now pushing A cap. Oh, big hit there from the Kremlin.
takes out the Marseille.
Right
and the
through
Des Moines is seconds away from going out. This will do it right here. There he goes.
There he goes.
A 3-ship lead now for Kraken. They own the B cap. A is contested. It's about a 250-point lead.
Yeah, Androds, I don't think he's going to make it, though. 30 seconds to his next teal, 55 seconds to his DCP. I think the Ragnar is just going to farm him out.
Yeah, I think the Ragnar and the Howdenlu are going to farm him out.
There he goes. Here comes the Dutch oven. Wasn't needed.
Nope. So, again, they call back a ship, but the Stalingrad is now pushing. This is Hanger pushing the C cap aggressively, and it's just a Howden and a very low health Ragnar able to defend over here. I don't think they're going to be able to hold this cap, Zath.
It depends on how Kraken chooses to push. Blapity needs to move at about the same rate of speed as Hanger, so they both, approach the Howdenly at the same time. But that's kind of not happening. You can see that Blapity's turning north already. He was detected, so Tangerines knows that Blapity's there. I can't remember if he saw Hanger or not, but Hanger's radaring anyways, so they know that the Stalingrad is nearby-ish.
A remains contested. Special K had memes on Hydro, pushed him off the cap. Diving Harriers Napoli starting to look at the end of his lifespan, really. He's on his last heel. He's trying to get some island cover from the surviving Montana. And Hatter's Goliath now pushing up as well.
Can you believe that he is still alive after all this time?
The Napoli? Yeah.
Yeah.
Now look at Hanger. Hanger and the Howden Liu. Do you think they're going to take the Ram here, Zal? I think they are.
A Ram is fine. Ram is fine.
Hanger seems content to take the Ram here. When you're up ships, trading is acceptable, and that's exactly what happens right there. As the Marceau, that's Seal trying to take the Ragnar off the board, backed up by Blapity's Kremlin.
Which, I mean, it makes sense, but it's also kind of not necessary just yet.
They are able to finally polish off the Montana on the other cap. That leaves just the gearing, and there he goes.
There he goes.
And finally, the Ragnar is the last surviving ship on 11 HP. A single shell will end it.
It's going to do it, I think, right here.
Just waiting for the shells to arrive.
Unfortunately, right then is when Seal got behind the island.
Seal's behind an island. Here they come up, starting up again. In fact, the Ragnar's just stopping. He knows it's over. Kraken here is gonna claim game 1. Now, remember, this is a rematch of a match that Kraken played at the top of the day in which they lost both matches. So that's the first match all day they've been able to beat MHG.
Right. And this was there were some absolutely crazy moments in this game.
Oh, yeah. I still look at that Kremlin push and go, why? Why?
I look at that. I look at the Napoli push and go, huh?
Yeah.
Like,
I'll admit,
not only the Han to go in there, but also the Han to be like, and you survived, and you killed the Petro at the same time.
Harrier got away with some shenanigans in that Napoli push that I legit don't think he should have been able to, but he found a way. So kudos, right?
Life finds a way, Raptor.
Life finds a way. It certainly found a way in that game. Goodness.